Hello, and welcome to Amare, Divina, a space of spiritual sovereignty, freedom, love, and reclamation. And this one's going to be a talk. I think it'll be a quick talk, just a talk of something that occurred to me today when I was driving. So I was driving and I ended up channeling while I was driving, and I thought, I should I must share this because the when an idea had struck me, I went to do like a voice memo on it because I thought, oh, this might be a helpful video. And as soon as I did that, started speaking into the voice memo, a channel came through, and the energy is an energy I'm familiar with, but I don't have a name for it. I just know that they're amazing. That's all I know. Been extremely helpful in my life, and but I channeled into my phone. So I'll be reading it back to you, which I don't like doing. I don't like reading off things. I really do like experiencing things in the moment. I feel like they come through more authentically. I have a better time that way, but that's just the way it was. It came to me in the moment. That's where I had it. I feel like the only reason it came to me in that way is because I set the intention to make a video about it. I think that's the only reason it came through. So we're here. I do have two decks. This isn't a full on reading. The decks are just to help us clarify a little bit. And I just want to let you know first how this moment even initiated, because I think that this is important. And it was that I was on my phone. Okay, I was driving and I was on my phone, but I wasn't driving it on my phone, if that makes sense. Anyways, I glanced, which is to say, I was in a safe environment, is what I'm trying to say. No one was in danger or anything like that, because I realized that sounded not great. But, anyways, I had glanced at my phone and needed to make a decision about something. And my instinct, my gut instinct, my intuition, it was powerful. And in the moment, I was like, it's this one. But for some reason, out of these three choices, for some reason, I felt the need to look at the others still. I didn't even feel the need. I didn't feel the need. It was just like I should look at the other. It was an old programming where I feel like I have to consider all these other pieces before I can make a move, and it usually puts me at a standstill in this place of indecisiveness. Mind you, I have a rising in Libra, so I don't know if that has something to do with it. We obviously ascend our astrology, so maybe it has nothing to do with it, and it's just a general issue that we may have in our collective. But when I thought that in the moment, this message that came through before the channel, well, I guess this was channeled, but for me, it was saying, like, you need to stop. You need to stop doing this. Stop scoping all the options out when you get this strong impulse to follow something the first time around. Stop doing that. And I thought, yeah, why do I do that? It's not fun. It's not fun for me to like continue to consider all these other things when they're not making themselves known to me in that moment, because there's sometimes where I'll get options and I'll look at that first one and it won't do anything for me. So then I'll keep looking. But then there's the times where that first one's doing everything for me. So why am I still looking? I don't even enjoy continuing that shop around feeling when I feel like I found something. And I think it's because in an old energy, it's like I need to be sure. I need to be sure. I need to shore it all up. I need to use my mind, put my mind in overdrive and be strategic and all those other things and just shore things up. And it may be from past paths that I've taken in my life, educationally, that may have set my mind that way. But I knew it wasn't fitting right. It wasn't feeling right. So I want you to know what triggered the channeling. And so I was like, oh, let me make a voice memo about this so I can do a video on it later. And then this is the channeling that came through. So if it sounds weird, that's because it normally does. It'll make so much sense to me in my heart and in my feelings and the vibe within and around me. It'll make so much sense to me, but I am aware that the words are weird sometimes and that sometimes you'll hear we. Who is that? I don't really, logically speaking, I don't know. Not really. Like I know they feel good. That's all I know. And have been around for a while and come through at really interesting times. Coming through while I'm driving is not unusual. I think it's because when we're driving, we're kind of like a little bit in autopilot and we're able to open up our minds to other things because we know that we're going from point A to point B. And lately I've been trying to turn my drives into moments of presence, being present in my body, in my environment, and letting everything be okay. Like wherever I am, whatever light I'm at, whatever traffic's doing, that it's all okay. Just being really accepting of the moment. It's really peaceful, blissful, actually. I've been doing that lately. So, all right. So I'm going to get into the channeling here. I'm going to read it. So, okay, so I gave you my disclaimer. Let's do this. It says, it's time to stop straddling the line of your perception and to allow yourself to be enveloped in the higher timelines that are here for you. That means that when you see something is making itself clear to you that this is for you and that it is the first gut instinct, that is the instant reaction, that is the falling in love moment. No matter how instant or small it is, it's time to stop teeter-tottering and lowering your awareness so that you can include all these lower aspects and lower timelines in your decision making. You do not need to see the whole buffet. You need only be aware of the buffet that pleases you and shift your vibration so that you will be called to the dishes that will best fulfill you and nourish you. You don't need to see everything that's out there to further confuse yourself, especially when you are in recovery from living in certain vibrational states that may still desire the less nutritious and less wholesome nourishment available in that buffet. The ego is transitioning, the mind is transitioning, and they are recovering from certain addictions. And therefore, that makes you susceptible to making certain choices that are no longer in alignment with the new you when you dabble and tally this way and that way. Commit to this new way, commit to this new path so that your awareness and your perception become so pristine that that is all you see, that is all you desire, and that is all you choose. The mind and the ego will become realigned as they are healing. Allow the healing process. Do not reject it. Do not lower yourself. Do not become hard on yourself. Do not try to press things down. Allow the healing to occur. Allow the infection to be brought up, to be acknowledged and released and cleansed. Allow all of that to happen, but also ensure the healing. I gotta scroll down. Ensure the healing state, the healing circumstances that are required for your new alignment by choosing to only proceed with that which is right for you. Thank you. Oh, that was me saying thank you. There is much more that we could say on the sharpening of alignment and focus, so much more. We will continue to give this to you in the pieces that you can perceive to sharpen the awareness, sharpen the knife, sharpen the sword for the pure enjoyment of experiencing the sword and its peak at its exaltation as you are able to become aware of it. And then from that place, she will see that there was more and that there was more and that there is more, and that is only of from here. Oh, that is only up from here. Sorry, guys. And that it's only up from here. And it's not so much what you can do with it, but what you can be with it and can be obtained from the pure joy. We are here. And that was the end of the message. So I thought that was really helpful. Again, if the words are weird, that's just how it be sometimes. And I was guided to pull one deck. The second deck, I think I was guided, I don't know. But the first deck for sure, like when I sat down to record this, I was drawn to an oracle deck called the Pure Magic Oracle deck. Because I know you can't see it, but maybe I'll put it up as a picture or thumbnail or something, I don't know. But, two cards, okay. One is Dinjin, number 19, Wildness, Enigma, Service, Choices. That makes sense. And the second one is 14, Sils, Peace, Agent of Change, Impact, and Importance. I think these cards are highlighting the magnitude of your choices, no matter how small you perceive them to be. And not just your choices, but the way you make your choices. Where are you coming from when you make these choices? That has an effect on the world. Agent of change, impact, importance. Understanding how important every process within you is. The fractal of you that is source expressing in this here and now moment, its extension, its reach is solely based upon your choices, your identifications, your states of being, the mask or lack thereof. You know what I mean? Like your totality. One of the cards, the Jinn, 19, which is a 10. And literally today on my way home today, I was thinking about how the 9 becomes a 10 and what that might mean. I was thinking about divine partnerships. whatever that means to whoever that means. I don't really do love. Maybe I will. I don't know. If I do, it'll be like higher soulmate situation type love things. It won't be anything to like, what's it called? Clickbait, anything like that. But anyways, I was thinking about divine partnerships on my way home today, and they show me the number 9 and then another number 9 and then how those nines become a 10. I know that don't make no sense mathematically, but bear with me. So the 9 was like completions. It was saying that both people have completed a certain aspect of themselves. They've done a lot of healing, they've done a lot of searching, they've addressed their shadows, and they've become something else. And when they come together, they become this 10. But the 10 is not just the 1 and the 0, it's like the combination of them. So a divine masculine energy, a divine feminine energy, just energies, okay? Nothing to do with actual gender, combining into the power symbol, expansive expression of source when they come together, because they've done so much individually and then come together in this higher consciousness aspect. And when they come together, they become even more of a stronger expression of higher consciousness. I thought that was so interesting. I'm not really sure why I went into that. Oh, because of number 19. So I don't know if maybe some of you are destined for divine partnerships, divine counterparts, they're called. I guess all counterparts are divine in some way because they help you grow, they help you learn. But the one that I'm referring to is the one that causes significant expansion, not just for yourself, but for your community, for those who pass within your energy fields, because the two of you have found each other, if that's of interest to you. I also see mask breaking down on the face of the jinn. So I think that's about deciding who you are, who you're going to be today, but understanding that all of that they're just choices and they're replaceable, because underneath it all, you are a source fragment. And then let's pull from this other deck. This one, I don't know if I was called to, but I really like it. It's really cute. This is the Tarot of Curious Creatures. And okay, I got the Page of Cups. I got the King of Wands. Okay. I'm trying to decide if these are people or energies, or individuals or energies, beings or energies. And the Tower. Run. This isn't meant to scare you, but the way instantly when I saw the Tower, I thought run, because the creature on here is running. 3 of Swords for the overall energy. Okay, so the message here is meant to provide you with, give me 1 second, let me tune in. Okay, the message is like an innocent, fun, playful message that wants to come through here and sort of pull your mind away from things that you may be thinking into existence. The mind is a powerful thing, and how we perceive, no one controls our perception but us. They might toy with it, they might suggest, but we choose to take on the perception. So the 3 of Swords here is speaking to something occurring, and then you taking it and creating a perception that is sort of like torture to you, and that to come out of that, you need to be more playful, more lighthearted about it, more basically embracing your inner child, seeing the world from new eyes, because that state of being will allow you to perceive other choices, other avenues, other experiences. You can't see that which you are not the vibration of. I think Bashar says that. You can't see that which you're not the vibration of. Abraham Hicks probably says it too, just in another way. A lot of spiritual teachers probably say it in their own way, but that's what came through for me. The King of Wands, he who sits on the throne. This is about spiritual expansion. So taking that expansion into your own hands and understanding that when you do that, when you take responsibility for all the tools that are made manifest to you within your field, the powerful impact that that will have on your spiritual expansion and your service to the world as a way shower, as a leader, and understanding what a leader is for New Earth energy. It's not someone who commands people to bow down. It's also not someone who requires people to follow them. It's a service to the people. It's a reflection of the people. And ultimately, you want them not to really need your leadership anymore, right? Like that's what we're trying to create. We're trying to provide the environment that catalyzes rapid expansion and stepping into one's own power and one's own being and one's own magnitude. So right now it's the King of Wands, but it may be the Queen of Wands later, you know? And then the Tower, that says run. It's saying like run from the burning building that you already are aware of. You already know that building's going to burn. Run from it. Stop living, and energetically speaking, stop living in that space of self-destruction. Just go. Run for your freedom. This tower card feels really lighthearted today. Thank goodness. All right. So that was what I had gotten today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.